Mhm.
Hello everybody. Congratulations if you're seeing this video. That means you have offered secured your offer, dream offer to your university. Congratulations and I wish you good luck. And I want to in this session we'll be talking about visa and how you can secure your visa and how to get prepared and how to get prepared really successfully and what kind of mistakes there are. And we will talk about it with my friend, colleague, Jean.
So, hello everyone. Actually, I'm really happy for you all because you received your offer, and it's only one step left. It's to get your visa. So, in this session, we will discuss how can we get our visas and uh, how we can get it and make it perfect. So, let's continue.
Yeah, no, let's go in just to the main part. Uh, Prepare for you such a document. It's called visa, visa preparation. This is a complete guide for that. Before we jump in, you need to bear in mind we are both just students like you who have done the work that you're going to do soon, and we have some experience, some stories, some personal experience, and some that means we're not experts, and that means you should always double check and also take it as a salt of a grain of salt, or I forgot. Anyways, and then let's the second thing that I should talk before I go to visa is you should understand your contact point. From now on, you're not binded by second chance. That means second chance is educational nonprofit organization, and they work in educational field. They're no visa experts. They can ask, they can help you in some questions, but they are not experts. That means you need to from now on, your next steps solely depends from you. Uh, Now, your first contact point should be your Department of Student office, Department of Student Services, usually. It's a person who handles your visa, like inquires visa documentations, and you should always ask the questions about visa from them. Usually, for such questions, your advisor, anybody from Second Chance, cannot answer. The second contact point, if you have technical errors in your portal or you're not receiving your email to get your some other like procedure enrollment, you should contact your advisor. Say that there is a problem that you're not receiving your inbox. For example, the university email, right? So if such problem exists, ask your advisor. If advisor cannot help, that means you should prepare a letter for appropriate school officer in your school. That means the main contact point is always your university and the representative of your university. It's not solely usually your admission officer. It can be other person. After you receive offer, you will find out who to contact usually. And let's go. The most important, the step first, paperwork. For paperwork, the most important document you will have to hold during your studies is I-20 form. I-20 form is such, one second, let me show it. I've prepared, but it disappeared. It's such document that shows everything about you. Here you can find school name, school official, you can find their name. They will ask soon school address, and there is a school code, approval date, and then also education level, majors, your financials, name, passport name, and service ID. We will refer it soon. And it's really important. You need to sign here and signature. So this document will be provided by your school after you get accepted. How usually it happens you receive this document? You should automatically receive document usually, but it's not always. After you submit financial documents to your university international student office here, international office, this process might differ by university. That means you should prepare. They will 100% ask your financial documents so that they can issue you for you the I-20, and it generally takes like some amount of time, and then they should send you this document. But in my case, it didn't last. It took me 3 weeks to receive my I-20. In some other people, it took 1 month. Why this happened? We don't know. There was some other issues, but uh, and usually you are in disadvantage because you were accepted university really late, and this process of visa, you're applying to visa, and this process you started really late compared to your peers. That means you're in disadvantage. You might not get your slot, you might be really late, you might you might come not in this fall but in this winter. So that means you should be really quick in this visa and never usually not try to not make mistakes so that it won't take much time. And how to fasten this process? Receiving your I-20. After you send your required documentation, you should contact your DSO. For example, for me, I contact I had an interview with my not interview. It's like a meeting with my DSO because I had some questions about my visa, and then he did it in 5 minutes. So that means they can do it really fast. You should contact them. You should be really kind or have a call with them. They should have a Calendly. Usually they have Calendly. You can book their time if they have. And I ask them if they can provide you. Not like ask them, could you advise me anything I could do fasten the time of I-20 ish document. And then the second thing important is service fee. Service fee. Here we go. It's service fee. You press this pay, and then you write service ID. As you might know, here you can service ID. You write it here, and then you make your first. You should pay here. Last name, given name. Never make a mistake. It's surname first they ask, and then first name. Never make a mistake. And you need to pay $350. It's the second step, no, a small step, and then you should print it because they will ask. Okay, and then the third thing is creating and filling the DS form. I will pass the stage to my friend and colleague Jansar. You can jump in.
So can I share screen? Uh, so I have already prepared some example DS-160 visa form. Actually, it will not look like it. It will look mostly like this. So it will have such fields, and you will need to fill in such fields. But we will look at this because it have every important thing to know. Personal details, you need to fill in your given name. Actually, it's important thing that you fill in the given name without any mistakes and fill it like it's typed in your passport. So please make sure that you will not make any mistakes here. Second is date of birth, place of birth, nationality, and it's such information that you can find and fill in yourself. Second is passport details. You need to know your passport number, date of issuance, and actually don't make mistakes, as I said before, because if you make some mistake, you need to reschedule your visa interview, and second, you need to create a new application form to fill in these details again. Travel information, basically you need to type the place where you will studying at. So I will study at Dakota State University. I'm going to study there at spring, so I need to write date of travel for about like 2 or 3 days before the start of the program. So I typed the 6th of January of 2026. Return date, you can specify some it's not required to specify exact date, but you can just think of when you will return from your university. And address is just address of your school. Please fill in contact your officer or just find about your school. And personality paying for your trip, it will be included in the same section. You can say that it's your grandfather, mother, father, they will and specify the information in this about the person paying for your trip. Any other person traveling with you? I think no, you're not going to travel with your mother or father. You're going to travel alone for your studies. Um, and this part also important. I've been issued one visa before, as it was a B1, B2 visa. You need to remember that um, you need to remember two things. It's the date of issuance of the visa and how long this visa are issued, like 2 months or several months, and the visa number. You will need to fill in the DS 160 form with this information if you had your previous US visa. If you have been refused, you need to specify why. It's actually a strange question, but you can type, you can feel like some, what you think you were refused. Like I did not provide some financial documents what would have support my case. So just explain some what you think that you were rejected before. US contact information, just it's your school office, so you can find it here. Family details, post details. It's this is information what you can find yourself and fill in yourself because it's not dependent on us. So and actually, it's not important as your previous visas or your passport. Actually, you don't have anything of this. Typically, if you had a gap year, we can go here and I will explain some important things. Yeah, first is ensure what you check your formatting, your name, because you can actually type your surname as name and you will need to create a DS form again. Um, Passport information should match exactly. And if you had previous US visa, you need to remember the date of issuance and the visa application number. And going to digital photo, you will need to upload a digital photo when you fill in your DS60 form, 160 form. When you fill in one DS160 form, the next step will be upload your application photo. It will be, it will look like this. I actually have two photos. First photo is like it's not fitting the requirements of visa, and I needed it to make as following the requirements. It should be in JPEG format. Also, it should be less than or equal to 240 kilobytes. And it should be at least 600 on 600 pixels in dimension. So if you had a gap year, you can reference this photo. You can say that you did in the 2-year gap year, for example. For example, you're doing family business and you decide to after school you decide to apply for universities and you got into some university like I got into the coast state universities and got a really generous scholarship. So the next step of scheduling your visa, because get your visa, you need to actually appoint your visa interview with a visa officer. And the next step will do my friend Ali. I hope to schedule your visa interview. So I
Yeah.
will stop
Can you
sharing.
see? Yeah,
Yeah.
can you see my screen? Microphone. Okay. Uh,
Uh,
and from my screen now, like you explained how to fill the DS form. Right now, you have
I
on
can
your.
see your.
You
I can
can't.
see your screen. Yeah.
1 second. What about now?
Again, I can see. Um,
1 second. No?
Oh, yeah, I can see.
Oh, great. Then there is a schedule you have you on your phone hand service that you pay service document this for. Right now, you need to go right now, schedule your interview. This is the most important. Why? Because probably at the time that you're now getting prepared, many people already got their like stamp on their passport because they applied a while ago. They started in May, probably. Or yeah. So you need to go and here. That means you need to search for your embassy. Let's. There are so many embassies in the world. And then also, while scheduling, you have a choice to where to have your interview. Recently, Donald Trump changed this policy that you can have only interview in your own country, or if you have a permanent visa or status in some other countries, in that case only you can apply to there to have interview. For example, if I'm Kazakhstani student and I live in Kazakhstan, that means I only can have my visa interview in Almaty or Astana. If you're from Poland, that means you can have only in Poland. If you're from Russia or Iran or some places where consulate doesn't exist, US, there is a specific places you can have it. For example, for Russian students, you need to go to Astana and Poland. There's only two places you can have it. So right now you know where to have it. Let's go. Let's say I'm from Turkey and then I need to find and schedule it. Turkey, Turkey, embassy here. Let's go here, Ankara. And then we see here on the page that it's just U.S. embassy in Turkey, right? And then we go menu, and then we go U.S. visas. We see here that U.S. visas, and then here you are non-immigrant visa, by the way. You are going there to study, not live there. So you're a non-immigrant. That means visa appointment services. Here, visa appointment services. You're non-immigrant. Here you are. Know your visa tab, complete and then pay your visa. It's actually easy. After you get your DS4, there is a special code. You need to write that code. Yeah, and then you schedule there, and it costs you $185. Uh, and then after during this process, it's really hard to find free spots. That means you need to be monitoring every 15 or once in a half hour so that there will be one spot and then you'll grab it. You don't have time, so pick the time that is the closest for you. That's it. And then for prepare the required documents, I will pass to my friend, Chansar. Uh-huh. Your microphone?
So, can you hear me? Yeah. Can you
Yeah, I
see
can.
the screen?
Yes.
So, the next thing you've done your DS-160 form, you're done your visa appointment. The next thing is to gather our documents together to bring it to the visa interview and get your visa. So, the very is important required documents. What you need to bring you must bring these documents. It's your passport, DS-160 confirmation page. Actually, when you finish your DS-160 form, you will need to upload your photo, sign the DS-160 form, and print the confirmation page. You will be asked to print it. Just print it and bring it to your visa interview. The next thing is your service confirmation. So it actually looks like this. You can see it here. Like it will be something like this, that my address, my service ID, and how many I've paid. And I-20, it's really important because visa officer will see what scholarship you were given, and when the start of the program, everything about your school and where you are going to study. So it should be signed and the next thing is financial documents. Actually, you will have some gap. So you have some gap. You need to cover this gap. This gap is probably for me. It's a in Dakota State University is a $6,000. I brought to with me a $6,000 bank statement that I have $6,000 in my bank statement, and this will be included in your I-20 as family funds or your personal funds. So the next things is additional documents that can support your case. Actually, it's not required, but it's better to be over prepared than under prepared. So it's like birth certificate, your visa photo. I'm sorry. One minute, please. Um, so uh, 515 visa photo, bank statements, your like your family bank statements that you have like you have ability to pay for education. I'm sorry. Acceptance letter, your scores. Of course, uh, for example, a visa officer can ask you for what you've received your scholarship. Like you've received 20,000 scholarship. You can say that you received for the academic excellence, and you can bring with you your SAT, IELTS, or some national awards, and show it to the visa officer what you are really excellent student. You have a really good SAT score, and you are excellent student that got scholarship. And flight tickets, copy of passport or copy of visa is actually needed if you, just in case, just print your uh, visa, a previous visa, if you had any previous visas. So the fourth step to get prepared for interview. So actually, you can fill in the S-160 form. Everything is fine. You got it all required documents, but actually you can be rejected because your visa officer don't believe in your study. Uh, you should understand three important questions. Why do you want to study at this university? What are your plans after completing the university? And how are you paying for this education? So these are three most important questions what you need to understand to succeed at your interview. And the next tips and some about some red flags is going to say Ali.
Yeah, that's right. Let's go. Can you see my screen? Can you see it?
Yes, I can. Yeah, yeah, yes.
That's great. That means as I told you, we're not experts, uh, but for getting preparation for interview, you need only trusted sources. You cannot trust ChatGPT to get prepared for the interview, or you cannot trust maybe some agencies. I highly don't recommend trusting or having some kind of people from agencies pay for them so that you can get prepared and then lie in your interview. Because I've seen a lot of cases some people agencies recommended not good advices and not well advices, and they being students being rejected. So yeah, in who should we trust? Trust these sources. It's not limited by these four sources. It's usually .gov and website sites, website or .org websites, and then your school officials who are experts in this. You should be only asking directions from them, and and from these sources you can find how to show your home place. As probably we mentioned, we refer that you are a non-immigrant student. That means you should never talk about anything else than your non-immigrant intentions. You're going there to study, not work in Amazon. And then you're going there to have your bachelor's degree, not to do internships first or study or like, for example, on campus job. You're going there to study first. That means like you need to show your hometown. Usually, second chance students are really have a really low chance of being rejected, but it's never zero. And why? Because you have secured full ride, almost full ride scholarship from US university. In my country, only 40 students could get such opportunity. That means there was a full factor, and yeah, the consul can see that you are already talented if you've gotten such uh like such merit based or financially. That means that you're talented. They know it, but you might be talented also want to immigrate to United States. That means probably they will reject you if you show. One of them is red flags. Is red flags, and our term is red flag. Everything that not binds you to your home tie, like home, everything that shows that you want to go to United States for other purposes is red flags. For example, one of the red flags is your family close family. For example, your mom, your father, or your siblings are in America. That means you have such a tie with America that you want to immigrate. For example, your brother immigrated to the United States. For basically, if he has a green card or he has some other, like he was a student and then he um, married to somebody and then he got a green card. That is actually red flag lately because of Donald Trump and some other political flow circumstances. And that's red flag. Why? Because you have a family trend. If your brother did that, probably you will do that. So everything is important, and this information you need to show in this form. So beforehand, before you enter interview, you should know what might be wrong about you. For example, you might be in the list of red flag countries. For example, Iran, right? That's also or you might be asylum seeker in Turkey. That means you have a red flag. It's really hard to avoid such cases, and such cases should be handled before you apply. You should be aware of it before you enter, because if you are not prepared, if you don't know such things, and you enter of course you will be rejected because that could be reason, a big reason. And for that, you need to contact, if you have such red flags, please contact your advisor. Tell them. Probably they already know, or if they don't know, you should tell them. On time, of course. And then we have prepared for you potential questions that the consul asks. When you enter the interview, it's such a relation that it's not a person who's trying to help you to get to the United States. No, it's such a relationship between you and consul that you are asking, pleasing the consul to approve your visa. You understand the one point of it? That you have the responsibility to prove. They don't have to prove. You have to prove that you are going there to study. That means in these questions you should show your home times. Probably, yeah, home times. It's We have prepared like the most common questions for you. It's like, why are you going to United States? This is the first question. It's always asked usually most of the time. Like, why you are going to United States? Of course you are going to go there to get your bachelor's degree, right? You should say that. Can you not continue your home country? So basically, console will challenge sometimes, and challenge sometimes. Yeah, how many? And then, for example, they can ask such weird questions like, "How many schools did you apply?" Wow, they try to challenge. If you say that you applied 45 colleges in the United States, that means that's a red flag. Probably you shouldn't say that. For example, me personally applied to 35 universities. I shouldn't say that. So that means that you're desperate to go to the United States. So you see, they try to challenge. You need to be prepared to say what to say. And we never recommend you to lie, but we never recommend also to overshare. So they will challenge you so that you will be ready for these challenges. You need to get prepared, and we never say that you should memorize it. For example, I go to University of Vermont for business admin. No, business management. No, it shouldn't sound like it. You should know it, but you should be perfect in your answers and confident. And tips and acknowledgements. Please never say mistakes. Like I want to work in the USA. Again, I'm repeating. You are going there to get your bachelor's degree in the United States. No more than that. You are coming back to your country, probably. No, you might want to stay, but you should never share that. Don't compare your home. Never downgrade your home ties. Never downgrade. Never say that you don't like your parents, or I don't know, there might be, or you have a threat at the home. You never should say it because you're F1. You're applying to F1 visa. That's student visa. Say that what attracts you from the United States. If you have any documentation that supports, bring it. Probably you interned somewhere, and there is a recommendation letter from your work employee, not employee, employer. Yeah, and statement of properties. For example, you have an asset in home country that you want to work in, and you might want to work in your father's business, and show clear intent to study and nothing else. Ask about work. Also, you need to be aware of everything that you're about your plans in the United States. You got it? It's like you need to know what kind of courses you are taking. For example, may I ask you, Jansa, one question? One of the
Yes, of course.
challenges I've heard some person. What is your coursework for winter semester?
So basically, I need to take 12 credits this semester, and I think I will cover it by linear algebra because each course it's 3 credits, and I need to cover 12 credits. I'll take calculus 1, linear algebra, and also applications of artificial intelligence.
Yeah, thank you. So I might also challenge Jansar, like, what is the name of his like professor in this course? So such a if you know this answer, that means that you're really going there to study. They will challenge you in any ways, and these questions are going to prepare you so that you will have a some kind of understanding. And yeah, congratulations. Now you know everything about it. After you pass your interview, probably they will say administrative processing, but it might change after 1 year. And then you will get your stamp in passport. Yeah, congrats. You can have your book your tickets. Yeah, congratulations if you have watched
Yeah.
this until the end. We wish you good luck.
Can I say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, Everything that it was said in this video and what was said in this document, actually, we are not experts. We are doing some work because we have some experience, but I suggest you to double check everything. If you actually are going to the US interview, don't follow just this document. Actually, read some websites, official website that we suggest you with .gov or .org. So you need to be prepared for everything. For example, we may made some mistakes or something changed after 1 year. So please be prepared. And I really, really happy for you and wish you good luck.
Bye.